Hi, my name is Stephen Day. I teach Digital Storytelling and Yearbook at New West Charter. Welcome to Back to School Night and this presentation. We're going to be talking a little bit about my background as well as the curriculum, the class periods, the support periods, and our grading policy, as well as a way to contact me. I'm from the Bay Area, and I grew up in Canada. I went to McGill and Simon Fraser University, took film as well as math and economics. Came down here, where part of my family is from, to go to Cal State Northridge to get my teacher credential. And then I've also done the UCLA Extension program in entertainment, so varied background in terms of education in North America. In addition, I've lived and traveled all over the world in 5 continents and had an education in various ways, mainly related to entertainment in India and in London and in New York and in various places. My teaching experiences in the LA area, public schools, some of them charter schools. It's been about 15 years, so 2 of them have been middle school and 13 in high school. It's my second year at New West Charter. The curriculum itself is, my goal for students in the curriculum is to identify story topics from personal experience that reveal aspects of change in their lives. And then craft stories that relate to larger themes in life. To get that effect, to be able to do that, we study not only technology like Adobe Premiere and various other software programs, but we learn the craft of making a movie that relates to getting good audio, getting good light, having good lighting, learning about sound effects and camera angles. As well as the different aspects of telling a story, connecting the protagonist with the audience, how to sustain tension, how to write from an ending into the story itself. There are different techniques and tricks of the trade that we go through. It's an exciting semester this semester because we're going to be collaborating together amongst the arts departments, and more on that when we talk about support periods. Semester 2, we enter a statewide competition called Directing Change, and last year we were pleased to announce that we had 2 sets of students who got in the top 10 out of 1,000 films, and we look forward to maybe winning something this year. We'll see how it goes. Then we get ready for our final year-end project. It's a presentation we call the Foscars because it combines a ceremony called the Oscar ceremony style celebration with a film festival style celebration where student filmmakers are able to answer questions in the Q&A about their film and their process and what they went through. So it's I hope you can all attend. It's a gala event. It's a great time, and students really get a chance to share what they've been doing. And it's a very joyous event to see that happen and to be part of it. In terms of the classes themselves, the expectations for me are to have a structured class with independent practice as well as guided practice, and also to be able to explain where we are in the year and how it relates back to where we started and where we're going, so the different units all work together in a jigsaw, but having that explained is very important, so that's my job. As well as to give student feedback. It's very important in film and projects and storytelling to be there for students and give them the one-to-one or small group feedback as they're going through the changes they go through to make these films and tell these stories. My expectations of students are to be on time, to be camera ready. Very important to engage in the class, and we do have some ways to kind of motivate that. Be respectful, appropriate choices in terms of what you put up there in your stories and your films, and then to come to the support sessions. And on that note, the support sessions are every Tuesday, Wednesday, and Friday at 1:30. They're exciting because they're not only to give a chance for students to get questions answered and to get work done, but it's also a chance for us to collaborate with other departments, because different departments, music department, the arts department, dance department, students can come together during the support sessions and work on collaborative things. So a lot of great things we look forward to happening in support sessions. I encourage you to come. They're not mandatory unless the student is not passing. but they're highly recommended. And in some cases, I will call a meeting. So in that case, it is mandatory. If I ask a student to come to that session, then that becomes a mandatory session. Scheduling is another matter, but we definitely want to use that time together. It's a good time also to do retakes if there's a problem, if maybe somebody didn't do well on a project or a test. That's a time when things can be rectified in terms of the grades. So a lot of uses for the time. Grading policy, categories and weights, 50% project-based, assignment-based, and then homework is 10%, classwork 10%, participation 10%. Exams and tests and quizzes are about 20%. The scale is 90% for an A, and then down 10% for each letter grade. It's approximately an hour of work outside of each hour we meet. That's approximate because some of these films are projects and storytelling is project-based, so there are sometimes deadlines where we have to work a little harder to get to that finished product, and so that ebbs and flows a little bit, and that's just an estimate, an average. Late submissions, let me know if something's going to be late. That's the best. Otherwise, there's a deduction per day. And of course, we accommodate any extensions and things like that, but you just have to let us know if you're traveling or have other circumstances that are happening. Let me know. In terms of contacting me, I'm looking forward to the Q&A and to answering your questions. Also, you can reach me by email. And I really don't mind if we talk on the phone, so I will, reach out with you and give you my number. And that's a good way to get to know one another in support of your child in this process of being able to be a digital storyteller and a filmmaker. In terms of yearbook, it really is it's an application of digital storytelling. What we're doing in yearbook is using less film and more photography, but the visual arts to learn to tell stories one picture at a time, and bring together a yearbook product that is engaging for people. Telling the story of a year at our school is a task, not a monumental one, but it's certainly a task. And this year is different a little bit with the fact that we're online. So we're going to find some new ways and use technology in ways that might not have been done before to create a yearbook that will be unique and different, and hopefully make this the change in the way that things are. We'll use it to our advantage. Thanks so much for listening. I really look forward to meeting with you, working with you this year, and chatting in the Q&A. Thanks. Take care.